right, welcome. Um, this is going to be the opening of Blokees Champion Edition Deadpool. We are gonna see if we can get this open on stream tonight and built. Let's see, YouTube is already giving me some warning messages in trouble. Let's see if they've been hacked or not. Let's see if we can get a decent stream going. So I got this Blokees Deadpool at a hobby and entertainment store, a regional one called Entertain Mart. They had it for about 18 bucks, and that is cheaper than what I've been seeing it for on AliExpress. So of course I picked that up. They've got a couple other Blokees models that I want to get there. We're going to try and see if I can pick those up Friday. I should be in that part of town then. But for now, we got Deadpool. So Champion Class. So it's a fairly large box, pretty thick. It's got some nice art on that side, logo on that side. A lot of art and details of what we're going to see on the back. Different weapons and hands he comes with. Looks like he's got a couple of head sculpts. Looks like he's got one with angry eyes and one with happy eyes. Here, hold on, there we go. And got action pose down there. We got some of the sprues there. Then we got his cheeky pose off to the side there. Top of the box has a nice meme art on it. I like the logo. It's from the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, so it's got some slashes through Deadpool's name. On the bottom, we just got a bunch of words, barcodes, stuff like that. So let's get to it. Let's get it opened up. Let's see. Looks like I'm gonna need to break out the cutting device. Always cut away from yourself. And here we go. We got several bags. We've got an instruction book with some parts list, sprues, here are the instructions with each body part detailed, and then general instructions on how that goes together. Got some instructions on the back for weapon storage and how he can hold his weapons. Logo art. And then the cover and the parts list and more parts list there. So I'm going to set this up here, up high, so I can see that. And I think we'll start opening up some bags. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags. Let's see, we'll go with the loose parts here. Open that bag first. We got some torso, back parts. That might be some thigh parts, possibly. Oh no, that's more the waist section, I think. And his head. So we're gonna move that up here for now. Let's see what we got over. Oh, here we go. We got various joints over here, so I'm going to go ahead, put these up here. Let's see what we got in this bag. All right, we got a large sprue. I'm guessing most of this is going to be a leg. I believe that is too. It looks like that's a foot, part of a foot there, foot parts there. So I'm going to put these up here. And then looks like we got a bag of just black parts. So these are all solid black. It's got parts of his shoes, different hands. So I'm going to put these off to the side over here. And then this is our last bag. We've got bladed weapon sprue. Got various Rob Liefeld pouches. And then we have just just plain unprinted parts here. It looks like that might be the part of the back of his head. All right, so I think we are going to start with his heads. And let's go ahead and see how far we can zoom in. All right. So we got his two heads. These are two face parts of his head. So on our all red sprue, we're gonna find C7. Hey there, Firewall. Nice to see you again. I'm doing great. How are you doing? So we got C7, and we got two C7s up here on this all red sprue. I'm going to take those both off, one for each head. We're starting up Deadpool Champion Class. And okay, so then we got C1 on the same sprue. We got two back of the heads on this sprue. We're gonna try to keep the camera low tonight, so we aren't having as many blur issues as we've used to have. All right, so there are all the head parts. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this this is our regular eyes. I want to put this C7 piece into the back of his head. Like so. There's a peg, and then there's some, does this flip around maybe? Oops. You see, I think it's symmetrical, so I don't think it matters which. Oh no, okay, so there's kind of a couple pegs on the end, so which end goes? Okay, I think this rounded end goes into the face. I think, do I have it upside down? No, I don't. Let me flip it around and see how that fits. Okay, there we go. Fits in good like that. And then we got one of our hoodie backs. My holidays were pretty good. kind of quiet, which is what I prefer. Press those two together. Did you get anything? No Blokees for Christmas this year. But that's okay. Got some nice Star Trek t-shirts. Which is kind of what I've been wanting. Okay, so one head's complete. This is his, I'm going to call kind of like a laughing eyes. I'm going to do the same thing with this head. The firewall, we were talking last week about the next Defender set. And I did see that on AliExpress, and I did order that. And it is on its way. There's one head. So hopefully a week or two, we'll be opening and unboxing that one. Okay, so here's his heads, completed. Ready for the neck ball joints when we get to that. I think we can go ahead and put them in. Looks like they're these dumbbell joints. So I might just go ahead and pop that in. Or maybe I should, let's see. I think we got that in there. Need to move it. Make sure that's straightened out a little bit. There we go. Okay, there's one head with a ball joint in it. Let's find that other dumbbell up here. Oh, I think we only got one dumbbell. So that was obviously supposed to be pegged into the neck, and then that's supposed to stay with the neck when we switch heads. So that's fine. We're going to use this head first anyway. Okay. Say I didn't get a ton. I just have a couple of kids and my mom that we don't do anything huge. We don't go overboard either. Let's see. We are going to try and we're going to start with the left arm. So it looks like we're going to start with the A1 sprue. And we're going to go ahead and knock out piece 9, 10, and 11. So go down here. Here's 10. One of the 10s. Here's 11. And here's 9. So we got 9. And it looks like, let's see, we got 9 and 11 here. Looks like 11 is going to go into, might be easier to do it. Okay, here's 10. Okay. So I got piece 10, piece 11, and it's going to go together like that. Then we're going to put 9. Looks like something like this. Okay, hold on. Let me get that on camera. So we're going to sandwich them together. I probably should move this light. Let me get this together. Then I'm going to move the light think, yeah, they completed. They will complete Bruticus, but the I've not seen a listing for the accessory set that we'll need for it yet. Oh, that's not going together super easy. There's a light. Let's see. I think maybe this needs to be pushed in more. Maybe. Unless this is in backwards. Let me see. Oh, I think it might be upside down. Here, let's wiggle this out. So yeah, there's some Beast Wars, and then some is kind of Beast Wars heavy, which is not bad. And then I saw a listing for Galaxy 9, but I have not ordered that one yet. I'm waiting to see if they throw up any kind of coupons or something before I get it. All right, there we go. That took a little bit. Okay, put that right there. And now we need C1 and C2. So C1 is this all red one sprue, and we need C1 4, which is going to be this piece right here. And then off of C2, we need 11 and 10. Oh, they're already building Bruticus. Interesting. Let's see. Okay, so I need 11 and 10. So that's these two right here on this side. So we'll take that off. Take that off. And let's put that back over here. Okay, so 11 is this one with the thin strap on it. I'm going to flip it like this. And this piece is going to go right here. Actually, okay, so I'm going to hold that there like that. And then 10 with the thick straps, it's going to plug right into that. Like that. Make sure to get that snug. It looks like that's going to be our knee joint. So now we're going to need from C1 and 2, we need 6 from C1. Yeah, I don't know how it works over there. How distribution goes on who gets what first. Okay, so on this one I need number 5, which is this. It should be, I imagine, in a couple of days. some of the American influencers will get their English version of Defender. I kind of expect some videos for the American version to go up this week. That's kind of how it's been going lately on people who have like a deal with Blokees. Okay, so this should plug in. I think it plugs in like this. Okay, so we got that little peg. There's a big peg and a little peg. The little peg's going to go on top. It's going to go into that knee joint right there. Now, one thing I didn't mention about this Deadpool figure, I still have, oh, this is not a knee, this is the arm. So this will be an elbow joint, not a knee joint. I have not seen, okay, so this piece we already put together. The Deadpool figure in the Blokees store yet, which is weird because I did find this at a local hobby and entertainment store. And I haven't checked, actually I haven't checked YouTube to see if anybody else has done a Deadpool Champion video yet. Okay. Yeah. I've ordered the Defender's Wave. I'm just holding off till probably Friday before I order the new Galaxy. So Defender's 5? No, 6. 6 is on its way. The soonest it says it'll get here is the 6th of January. I don't think it's going to get here that quick. But I haven't checked on what the progress is on that order yet today. Okay, so C1 number 8 is going to be the, not just that piece right there, is going to be the elbow plate joint. And that will just pop in like that. And it's going to be a double jointed elbow. Okay, so we got the elbow in, we got this in, and we're going to start. Okay, so we're going to choose a hand. So our choice is, and this is going to be the left arm. So firewall your choice. Are we going to do the palm, the pointy finger, or the gripping fist for the left arm? I'll give you a second to respond if you want to pick one. Let's see. I can get the pieces ready for the right arm until I hear from you. Okay. I wasn't sure if I haven't checked for it. I don't usually watch other people's streams on stuff I'm going to build in the future, just so I can kind of go in fresh. 6 and 10. This is going to be the right arm shoulder. Or no, it isn't. Oh no, we need 10 and 9. That's what this is. Okay, 10 and 9. That's fine. So we got this. Whoops. And this one. And then we'll need 11. You want the pointer? All right, we're going to do the pointer. So that is for the left arm. That is number 3. So that's this right here. put that on. So there's the left arm complete. Put it up here by the heads. Be off screen a little bit. And we'll put together, start with the right shoulder. I think it was easier to, whoops, I'm getting clumsy, to start with piece number 10. So we orient it like this, and then we put it on like this over this peg. And make sure we push it down all the way in so some of the peg is popping out. And then we're going to match these up, pair these up. I'm going to match up the seams. And then that goes together a lot easier than I did the first one. Yeah, I don't know. So I hit like this weekend I hit 3 other of the hobby stores in the same chain, and none of them had any Marvel stuff, and none of them had the Optimus Prime jetpack one like the other store had. So it's just really kind of weird. Okay, so this is C14. Pop that out. And then I need C16. So get this one. And then oh, sorry, C15. Hold on, where am I at? Oh, that's for the next. Where I need the C2s. So the store I was referring to, the stores I'm referring to, they're carrying a lot of the ones. It's called vintage stock. And the vintage stock ones are carrying a lot of classic class and a lot of actually boxes of Defender and Galaxy. And I have not seen any of Evangeline. I haven't seen any of those at any stores ever. Anyway, so see where I put this large peg into this to where it's facing like that. And then take the other side and press it in there. But this other store, Entertain Mart, which is owned by the same people's vintage stock, for some reason they have these. I think they had Deadpool, they had Wolverine, and they had that. I think they had Megatronus from the classic line too. Which next time I go there, I'm going to try to go there Friday and see if they have Megatronus and Wolverine. And if they do, I'm going to get those two and maybe leave the Optimus Prime on the shelf a little bit longer. I'm not positive. We'll see what happens. When I'm in there and seeing all these Blokees. All right, put the shoulder in there. And then we're gonna see, I got this piece I got out. I took off earlier. And then I need C24, which is this one right here. And we're going to put that one into this hole right there. Flip it over and lay this on over here. So I haven't seen a lot of non-Transformers blockies out in the wild. Just these Marvel ones. And these Marvel ones, they're in a store that's about 45 minutes away from me. So it's a drive to that store. And I have seen some Hero Spire card or boxes at a comic book shop that's about another 45 minutes in the opposite direction. And I did get some of those. They're not bad, but they're not really something I'm interested in continuing getting. Are you talking about on those pilots? Are you talking about the kind of champion class size? Because I think I've seen those on AliExpress. Let's see. It was okay. So I'll put this elbow plate there. All right. Okay, I'm gonna give you a choice again. Yeah. I think they're based on the Wukong, the Hero Spire are. Here, I did get the super rare one in the box I got though. It's nice, shiny, and armored up. So that was cool. Here, let me so that's the super rare one I got out of that box. Okay, let's get that back in here. Okay, the champion class. If I remember right, they were pretty expensive on AliExpress. Some of these champion class figures, they seem like they're a lot more than if you got them from AliExpress or were able to find them in the wild. Okay, so I'm going to have you choose. You want to choose the other hand? So same choice, palm, pointer, gripping hand. I'll put his wrist in while you're thinking about that. Oh. Okay, let's see if I can get it in doing this. Press it into the table. There we go. Okay, so that ball joint for the wrist. Okay. Let's see. I think, you know what? 2 pointers? All right. Here we go. Now, I'm saying this now, but we're going to be swapping out. When we get to the end of the video, we'll be swapping out hands because I'm gonna have to show what this figure looks like with weapons and stuff. Now here, this it's got a whoops. There is a hinge on here on the wrist joint. So you got some articulation there. And his shoulder has some points of articulation. Not really a bicep. Cut, but I'm feeling we're not going to need it too much. Okay, so now we're going to go to, let's go ahead and do his right leg. And we're going to start off with C2 number 2, which is this right here. It looks like that's where his gun is going to peg in, maybe. Yeah. So there's some definitely going to be some posability on this. Okay, after C2 I need 6, which is this one right here. So 6 and 7 are a little different. 6 only has one strap on it. And then from C1, we're going to need C1 9. And there's 2 of them on here, so we're just going to take one of them and leave the other for the left leg. Okay, so I'm holding C1 9 like this. And we're going to put this right here. We're just going to put that into the large peg. Push it in as far as I can. Then this will go on the other side. And just press them together. Like so. There, we got his thigh ready. Let's see. After that, C110 and C13. So this is 10. And this is 3. And I'll flip this over and put the large peg into the large hole on the lower part of his knee. And then we're going to take this C13 that we just popped out. And it's got 2 pegs, a small peg and then a slightly larger peg on the bottom. And they will fit right here. Should. There we go. There we go for there. Let's see. I wonder if Blokees will redo previous characters. You know, I mean, I think it depends on the mega or on the character. Optimus Prime's got his redo, and then Megatron's going to have his redo in this in the next set. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think if people demand it, I think they could be talked into it. Okay, next we need, is it D1? Let's see, what is this? Oh, here we go. From this one. Okay, okay, so this one has some yellow paint on it. Okay, so D1, 1, and 3. So that's these two right here. Okay. So I believe this was 1. I think. I could be wrong. Hold on. Well, let's see if it goes on this side better, then this is where it's going, huh? Okay, yeah. Okay. And then, whoops, this will go on the other side. And there we go. So this, again, this is his right leg. Let's see. I could see him doing a Grimlock as a redo. I can see them doing it as a redo and then making a special version of him. Or what if instead of redoing them outright, they do shattered glass versions and push the normal redos down the line to give some space. I'm not sure if there was a shattered glass Grimlock. I haven't read those. I can kind of see them doing something like that before they do a regular redo of them. They do a color variant first. Okay, so this is his sidearm. Okay, it's going to peg into his thigh right there. Okay, so this one isn't coming out. Okay, so that's permanently in. And then he's got a knife, a holster knife as well. Let's see, what's that? That's this right here. Looks like. Let's go peg in right here. Like that. I don't know about upgrade kits. You know, so there was these kind of joint kits floating around, supposedly, that some people, that some influencers got, but I never saw them released on their site. And they're kind of like extra joints and extra parts to like, so I don't know, like, they're extra ball joints and they're like extra knees and stuff like that. But they weren't the updated ones, they were the older ones. So I'm not sure. I feel like they never released it. But the influencer got them, like, this is like months ago. I'm trying to remember who got them. I want to say Demarcation might have gotten one. And I'm not sure what I would search for to find that video. Okay, so I need... Okay, this is one of the loose parts, I believe. Yeah. Okay, so... This was in this bag. This was in the bag of loose parts we'd opened at the beginning. I'm gonna put, oops, those two pegs into those holes. Like that, and then the other side goes on the other side. Oops, flip that over. like that. Okay. And then this will go in like that. I'm gonna push this down to see if I can hear a snap. There we go, got a snap there. I like the color separation of that. Okay, so now we need to give him a foot. And that is going to come from, I think this is A1. We need 6, which is this right here. We need 14 and 13 from this. Okay, which is this, 13. And 14 is right below it. And then from B1, we need, let's see, where's B1? Oh, here it is. So B1 is just the top of the shoes. And let's see, for this side, we need, does it matter? Nope, they're both the same. Okay. All right, so for this, we're going to put this large sole on the bottom of this one we just did. Then we're going to take 13 and 14 and press them together as well. So this will be the toe. And then there's a little kind of hinge mechanism that we just snap together like that. And he's got a little toe joint there. And then we need to find, okay, this ankle joint here. And we're going to peg it kind of angled down into the foot like that. And I'm going to go ahead and press it in. Then we can angle it up like that. And plug it into the bottom of our leg. Make sure it gets in good. Okay, it looks like it did. Okay, so there's our leg. Oh, except for it still does it kneecap. C2. C2. Where it goes? C2-3. Which. Oh, that's C1. Okay, C2-3. Okay, which is this right here. And then this will go onto the kneecap like that. And like the arm, we have a double jointed knee. I'm sorry, Firewall. I was talking about how they had done a kind of like a hinge upgrade kit for Galaxy a long time ago, but they gave it to influencers and they never seemed to release it on the site. I think Debarkation got it, if I remember right. I don't know how to look up that video, how I'd search it, because it's been like some months ago. So there's that. I don't think I've seen it on AliExpress. it just like there's a couple of videos on it, and then it just kind of disappeared from existence. Okay, so left leg. I'm gonna C2 7 1 7 and 1. So there's 1, and then there's 7, right? Yep. Then from C2, we will need this other knee joint. Now let's put this together like so. Oops, is that upside down? That might be upside down. Or is it? Let's see, let me look at it. Let me see how this went on the other one. I have to take this off. Okay. Okay, so this tab right here is going to go, going to kind of point up. Yeah, I'm gonna new Galaxy Wave looks good, really good. Especially it's really looking movie 86 movie based. If I'm kind of thinking the RC figure looks better than it should. Have to build that. Then I'll have to build the classic version of RC to see how they compare. Let's see. Okay, so we got this. Then we need C12 and C111. So there's 2. And there's 11. And that empties the C1 sprue. So we're done with that. And then we could just put this into here. Then put this right on top here. Then we need to go and get D1. So the 2 sides of his boots. Here and here. Take those off. And that finishes the D1 sprue. Let's see. So this one is gonna go the yellow side up, yellow paint up front. Right? Yeah, there we go. And then the other side. Yeah, Mirage looked good. What I wish they'd done with the Mirage. I mean, I appreciate that they're making Megatron the kind of reformatting Megatron as the secret figure, but kind of would like a translucent Mirage as a secret figure. Like just a clear white Ghost Mirage. Maybe, I guess not, because hold on. Mirage was the one who made dupes of himself, holograms. So it'd be a colored hologram of him, maybe. Be kind of cool. Hound. Was Mirage the one who went invisible, and then Hound was the one who made holograms, I think. Yeah, so maybe just a translucent ghost mirage that'd be a cool special figure. Okay. Where am I at? Okay, so I did that. And then we got a small piece we need to put on the side. It says D2-1. That's A1. Where's D2? Is this it? That's B2. Okay, so it's going to be a... Oh, is it brown? Is it... Oh, here it is. It's the brown one. Okay, so it's this pouch. Let's see. So this pouch goes right here in that little slot. Let's go tab in right there. Oh yes. Clear plastic with lights. I'm not sure about that one. Ah, cool. Thank you, FNA. FNA person 1. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. And I guess it's the part of the video where I do remind everybody to like, comment, subscribe, and all the things. Someday I want to earn a share. Let's see. But no, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so where am I at? Okay. So we got that, we got that. We need to do the I think okay, what do we need? We need A3 and 4, and that's these two right here. This will connect the thigh to the waist later. Okay, so we got that, and then we need one of the this loose piece, which is the bag of loose miscellaneous parts. And okay, so pegs will go into the holes. And then other side. And then we'll plug that into the top of the leg. And next all we need now is a kneecap, which is on here. This is a C2 and it's number 3. We'll put the kneecap on, and then we're going to make his shoe, and we'll have the left leg done. So let's get his shoe going. B1 has the top of his shoe. And we're done with this sprue. What do we need next? Okay, on the A1, we need the large part of his sole, which we'll put on the bottom of this one. Just plug it in, pegs into holes, like that. Then 13 and 14 will be we'll assemble for his toe. So right here, then plug this into the bottom here. There's like 3 small pegs to plug in. Okay, then we got the hinge joint we just pressed together. And that'll give him his articulated toe on this foot. Now, next we need, let's see, how big a ball joint do we need? I think it's going to be this little one right here. Oh, no. Hold on, is that it? Oh, no, not even close. Okay, so we got this hinge right here. And I remember we did this last time. We angled it into the shoe like this. So it's going to pop out like that. Then we kind of pointed it up a little. And then we're going to plug it into the bottom of the leg, like so. And then we got a little bit, we can get side by side. Ankle tilt and ankle hinge. See you next time, F&A person. Sorry if I missed. Oh, it looks like you left 2 minutes ago. Sorry about that. All right. Just want to remind everybody, this will be uploaded later if you ever want to watch it. My videos are really great to fall asleep to. Let's see. All right, so there's a leg. Now we are going to go up to the chest. And we're going to start with A1. Okay, so A1, we need 3 pieces. We need 2 number 5s and 12. So these 2 are number 5. So we're going to pop both of these out. And then this is number 12 right here. So we'll pop that out. Okay, so this is going to face up like this. And so, whoops, these have these holes at the bottom here. And they're going to slide into these 2 large pegs on the side of like that. So that one on that side, this one on this side. I'm betting these are the butterfly joints for the shoulders, which would be cool. Then we need to put a neck on this thing. So on C2, the last piece on here is the neck joint, or neck piece. And now we're done with that sprue. Okay, so see how this kind of angles down to the front? So this is the front, I guess. So it's going to angle down. This is the side of the neck. Angles down to the front. That side angles down to the front. So it's going to pop into where the front is going to be where these 2 pegs are. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, so I do have, what we have left is the hands runner. And we have a pouch runner. We have a weapons runner. And then we have 2 pieces left on this large, this is A1. So we are about done with the runners. The rest after that will be loose pieces that were kind of bagged loose. So, okay, so we got this, and then, like I said, some loose bagged pieces or the chest and the back pieces. So 2 holes, 2 pegs on the front of here. There's that. Flip it around to the back. We have kind of this weird box-shaped peg or slot. So we're going to press that in there, and then there's pegs that will go into the chest piece. Press those together. And we have his upper chest done, chest and back done. So I'm going to put that off to the side. Next, we're going to do... so this is labeled as the belly in the instructions. So we got this loose piece right here. And then we've got a dumbbell joint, which we're going to plug into here. There we go. Like that. Then we've got a front and back of his belly. So let's see, I think okay, so it looks like okay. These 2 pegs, I'm going to go right in here. And I'm going to push it all the way in so that they poke out. And then they're going to peg into this. Whoops. And then we can just sandwich them in like that. And then I'm going to go ahead. Well, we'll just put it aside. We're almost done. We got the waist. Last section. We got the crotch and the booty. Okay, so let's see what we got going here. Okay. So we've got this piece right here. This was one of the loose pieces. Then we've got this kind of another loose piece right here with a ball joint on it and a ring. And it is going to go in, whoops, like this, I think. Unless I got it backwards. Oh, looks like I did. Okay. So there's kind of this little indentation, and that faces out from like that. I know it's hard to kind of see on the camera. Okay, so we got that piece. This one is... Okay, so I'm going to set this here for now. And I'm going to build another piece. So here's another piece, like one of those ball joint pieces. And it looks like here's a loose piece here. I'm not sure how to describe this. But it is going to peg I think, is this correct? I think this is it. Oh, no. I got, okay. I got the wrong side of the ball joint facing out. So we have to get this apart. Let's see. I'll kind of wiggle it loose maybe. Hopefully. to get a tool for this. I'm trying to get this off so it won't fly off. There we go. Okay, so let's see. It's the same deal that this kind of faces outward. It's kind of, I guess, kind of groove. Okay. So now I think it looks like these two pieces go together. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm understanding how this goes together. Huh. Okay. Like this. Okay. And there's a slot. It was easier than I made it out to be. Okay, so now we got this piece right here. And we're going to now, I think, okay, so this, we're going to make a T, or, there we go. And then the crotch piece has a hole for this peg. And then the slot for the other side. And there's also pegs to match the crotch and the butt together. There we go. Okay, just like that. Yeah, so these two ball joints are hinged. So yeah, it does have it has drop down kinda. As I don't know if I'd call them drop down as the same kind of mechanism necessarily. I'm not sure. I haven't taken apart a Black Series or classified figure to see what but I would say they're definitely hinged hips. If that makes them drop down, then yes. Okay, and now we got to put on Liefeld's pouches on each side. Okay. And it does matter the way the tabs work. It does matter which pouches go on which side. Well, Well, they definitely, yeah, I'd say they're going to extend down. So yeah, they're going to drop down, definitely. Okay, so there's that. And now I'm kind of looking at the instructions, just kind of scanning, because we do have... Oh, I think this is for the swords, maybe. Yeah, this is for the swords. Okay, so we still got a runner left, a couple runners left. Okay, so we're going to put his belly into his hips. Gonna do some crunching, some side to side, turning. Then we're gonna put his chest on. Again, crunch, wee, good crunch there. Great back bend there. Good side to side. And he could twist. Okay, so now let's go ahead and put those legs on. You know what? I think this is the time where we zoom out a little. All right. There's his legs. There's his other leg. Put his arm on. Put his other arm on. And then finally, we'll put his head on. All right, so there's the figure. Let me make sure we're focused in. Got a couple more pieces to do before we call it a day, as far as the build goes. I'm gonna flip to this back part here. Make sure that's all. Yeah, okay. So we got these two pieces back here I'm gonna pop off. And then I'm going to press them together. And then I'm going to take this peg and plug it into the hole in the back. There's a peg with a little slot on it, so it's definitely one way to put it in. And then we'll take his swords off the sprue. I'm going to take his knife off too. That'll finish off the sprue. And the swords will store into these slots right here. Pretty loose. Oh, except when you put them both in, then they're less loose, but they still come out. They're not really snug in there. And then the knife, yeah, he does look really good. I agree. So, okay. There's no storage for the knife. So we are probably going to swap out hands at some point. So there's the hands we have left. And this is the last sprue right here is the hands. So let us go through articulation real quick. So his head looks up, way up. Looks way down, and this is because of the double joints in the neck. He can look off to the side. He can look backwards if he wants. He can twist his head. Deadpool's scary. All right. Got that. I'm going to bring it up. Actually, I'm going to zoom in when I do this articulation. Okay, so you can see that these pegs for the arms are pretty visible. But you can do that far out. You can butterfly out like this far. Back. This far forward. I'm hoping I got these pressed in far enough. I feel like I do. Oh, hold on, not pressed in more. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it's me. I think it was me. Okay. Okay, so when you attach the arms, make sure you press them fully in. Okay, so with that adjusted, this is his butterfly. It was still pretty good. We got kind of this swivel right here. I guess that'd be his bicep swivel. I can do Miku next week. I'm half tempted to do a... I'm kind of tempted to maybe do a Wednesday stream. I'm not sure yet. Since you're number one chatter, what do you think? Wednesday stream or next week? If I don't do a Wednesday stream, I'm definitely going to... I'm probably gonna... I may launch the gaming channel next week or the Wednesday. I may do it anyway, but okay. So, and we've seen the side to side there. That's the ab crunch. There's him leaning back. Here, I'm gonna... This guy had a lot of great articulation. Here's the there's the leg drop compared to not being dropped. No, I haven't put any electronics in that Game Boy. Okay, let's try Wednesday. Same time as I start tonight, which I'm on Central Time at 5:30 Central Time. Let's do the Miku. We'll see how long Miku takes. I have a feeling it's not going to take as long. I'm not sure. But it was way more. It's like twice as much as this one cost. So I hope it would be a decent build, but... So So I'm going to try and do Miku Wednesday. If something falls apart Wednesday, then we'll do it Monday. But I think I'm pretty clear Wednesday. So keep an eye out Wednesday. I'm fairly confident it'll be good. Yeah, I'm gonna grab one off the shelf in a second. Let me compare it with a couple of Blokees real quick though. Here's a Galaxy Class Spider-Man. And let's drag that down a little bit. Here's an Action Class. Ryan Pax. And let me see. Here is a classic Optimus Prime. And let's put those off to the side. Here's Elmo. Blokees Elmo. Let me go grab something off the shelf real quick. I'm going to grab a 6-inch figure off the shelf. All right. Yeah, the anime tax. Whew, it's a heavy tax. All right, so this is Classified series, G.I. Joe Classified Storm Shadow. So he is, I can get a ruler. He is about 5.5 inches tall. This is a 6-inch ruler. So about 1/2 inch shorter than Storm Shadow. Yeah, so yeah, he's holding this is Megatron from this Megatron gun came with a Studio Series 86 Megatron, and I found that his hands fit the 5mm pegs that a lot of the Transformers use. So yeah, I've had him. I think I did a short where he was kind of robbing Cookie Monster of his cookies, because Cookie Monster's around here somewhere. The only Blokees Sesame Streets I have are Cookie Monster and Elmo so far. I do want to get the count. Elmo rolls hard. All right. So, that is our Blokees Deadpool. I appreciate everybody who has joined the stream throughout the night. Appreciate everybody who watches this after it is uploaded. Please like, comment, subscribe. Firewall, you have a good night. So until next time. Oh, hold on. Deadpool is more of a 5-inch. Yeah, I think so. And he, you know, so he's almost like probably slightly taller than Wolverine should be if you did a I don't know. I don't know if I'd put them with Legends. I'm not sure. They need to release more of these so they could be their own thing. I know there's Darth Vader and Stormtroopers floating around. as well, and I think they're about the 5.5. Yeah. So yeah, you have a good evening. Good evening too. Hopefully, see you Wednesday. I'm gonna really work to have that happen Wednesday at 5:30 Central Time. So until next time, have fun.